Hi guys, so welcome to UP Design. This is I lost track of the numbers, to be honest. This is a wonderful presentation on the day of today. So this is how to design a PowerPoint presentation. It will be a quote-unquote masterclass / crash course. So the goal of this will be to be able to learn how to visually communicate via a PowerPoint presentation. You want to be able to engage your audience, have a proper design. You don't want to be using the incorrect things for the incorrect topics. You want to use correct visuals. You want to have good presentation tips, and most of all, to be able to have fun. All right, Naomi, you want me to continue sharing, or do you got this?
Oh, I got this.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Are you gonna share? Okay.
Yeah, I'll share. Oh, wait. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine.
Well, hi guys. I hope everyone is good today. It's Thursday. So, we're gonna talk about some PowerPoint tools. We have Microsoft PowerPoint. We also have Google Slides, and we're gonna be doing a demo of both of them at the end of this workshop. We also have Keynote, Prezi, and Visme, and these can be used online as well. So there's a few things that you need to keep in mind when you're doing a presentation. You have to know your audience. You have to know who you're presenting for. So that means that you have to take into consideration key aspects such as age, backgrounds, and setting. Also, it's very important to know how your audience prefers to receive this information. Sometimes you will need a lot of graphics to convey your idea, or sometimes you will need more text. And finally, very important, you have to determine your audience goals. You have to know if you're gonna inform, inspire, persuade, or entertain. I'm gonna show you some examples of some not very good PowerPoint, well, the presentation slides. Okay, this is an example of exactly what not to do on a presentation slide. The first thing that you can see is the background is very distracting. So the best thing that you can do is to have just a very simple background. So everything that all your ideas, your images and text will be able to be translated without any distractions. So you're not able to see at all the first line on the text because um, it's blending with the background. So yeah, you have to make sure that your text has a color that pops out. And it's also very good to choose a font that is readable, such as sans serif or any serif font will work for that. And finally, you can see the picture. It doesn't have a very good quality. And it's very important to make sure that your pictures have good quality so that they're pleasant to see. And it's also important to try not just making sure that they're not overlapping with your text so that your text can be readable. And you can add frames to the pictures or remove the background. This is something that you can do on Microsoft PowerPoint. Yeah, please don't do this. And this is another example of what not to do. The background is distracting. The picture is not coming off well. You can almost not see the text on the bottom. And this slide would definitely not get you into Google. And we also have this, the infamous wall of text. This is very common. I had done it myself in the past, where you put all the information that you're going to be talking about, but in reality, no one reads all this information. PowerPoint's presentations are actually made to help you convey an idea with pictures and key points or bullet points. So yeah, this is not a very, very good thing to do on a slide presentation. And now I'm gonna be showing examples of some very good slide presentations. This was a slide done by Jose Hernandez, one of our e-board members. As you can see, it's very well portrayed. You can see the picture, where it says anatomy of typography, which is very big. That's the main focus of the slide. Everything is readable. The colors blend perfectly well. So yeah, thank you so much for that, Jose, you're here. This is another good example. This was done by Shanna from our marketing team as well on the e-board. And as you can see, you have like a nice background. It's not distracting. You can read the text. The picture has very good quality. Well, both pictures are very good qualities. And yeah, everything looks very clean. Also, the less that you put on the slides, the better. Yeah, this is a great example. And finally, this is another example done by Cesar Villa Garcia, which is part of the e-board as well. As you can see, the pictures, once again, very good example of pictures that you can add in your slides. It's very good practice to add them as like add the text in one on the left side and then the picture on the other side, so that you can have both things that are going to be your main focus. On the second slide, you can see how the black color, the black background is very good to the gradient that is done on the text on the top. And yeah, these are very good examples as well.
So one of the important things is to keep the brand identity. So make sure you're using the same color themes, the same fonts, elements that look a little similar. The main point is that you want to have a lot of consistency in your slides and in your PowerPoint. You know, you don't want to have like a red background and then a blue background and a yellow background with like different fonts. Like it won't look good and doesn't keep with the brand identity. Keeping words to a minimum. So as you saw with like the wall of text, you know, having a huge paragraph does not look good in a PowerPoint. Instead, you should just keep to bullet points, and the text that's on a PowerPoint should be for the reader to view. And when you're presenting, it's okay to look at your bullet points to know what you're talking about and all. But yeah, just keep your words on your PowerPoint to a minimum. And definitely diagrams and photos are really helpful when you're presenting. So text hierarchy. So you want to have your title as the largest font, then subtitles, medium, and then any text to explain any information should be the smallest. Make sure that you have a good alignment. You don't want to have, you know, your title to the left and then text to the right. You want to have everything consistent. Visual balance. So make sure that images have weight attached to them and don't overdo with the images. You don't want to have, you know, 5 images in a slide. And also really important, every image needs to have a purpose. Animation. So this is something more optional. Not everybody uses animation in their PowerPoints, but it's a great way to make your PowerPoints more lively and attract attention. And this is also great if you want to draw attention to something specific in your slide. But of course, you don't want your animations to be really quick or really slow or having multiple animations. You don't want to be like animating every single character in your slide. You don't want anything too abrupt also, because that also how I said that animation can attract attention. You don't want to just add attention to something absolutely random in your PowerPoint, right? And inconsistency as well. You don't want to have something flying in, but also something fading in. If you're going to have animation in your PowerPoint, it's better to be consistent with that as well. Presentation tips. So besides the design of your PowerPoint, it's really important to know how to present. So first, dressing appropriately for the occasion is really important. It also, you look more professional. And even right now through Zoom and everything, you want to still look good, right? Avoid reading off your slides. It's okay to read from time to time, but you don't want to, stand there and just read the entire PowerPoint, especially in person. You don't want to just be facing like the board and just reading off the PowerPoint. That is not a good idea. Being interactive with your audience. So tell stories, ask questions, be engaged, like, engage with them. And also to practice a lot before you present. So here are some resources that can help you for creating PowerPoints and templates as well. You can feel free to screenshot it if you'd like. So right now we're going to give you a demonstration really quickly on PowerPoint and also Google Slides. If you want to see the, hold on. I think we'll be showing this later in the Discord, but here, sorry about that. Just let me know. Okay. Okay, so this is PowerPoint. I really hope that you've all at least done a PowerPoint at least once. I know definitely with classes and all, you've probably done one. So let's see. You have your title slide here, of course. You should write your name and like what the PowerPoint is about. Can anyone give me an idea of a PowerPoint to make really quick? Like the title, I don't know, dogs. Let's do dogs, okay. And then your information here. Well, you can use the themes that are on PowerPoint, but feel free to also, when you use these, to change around the colors. So let's just say, I don't know, let's do this one, right? You can click here to colors and you can change the colors, you can customize your own. Oh look, PowerPoint actually gives you like design ideas as well. So like these are some pretty cute templates and these are dog related. So let's see. I guess let's do like green, for example. Also, those templates that we shared earlier. Let's look at one, for example. Let's go to this. So, oh, this is really nice. So see, you can use these templates here. You can also look up like specific tags. Let's just say animals, right? So you can scroll here. There's a pet shop one. But there's also, you know, biology, 3D graphics, frames and borders. I like to have mine a little bit more simple normally, so I like to use things like this. Let's look at this one, for example. They can download it. So this is an example of one of the templates. You can just edit everything with the pictures and the colors that you'd like. This template's actually really nice and like a good template that you could use. But just for simplicity's sake, let's just use this for now. Also, what you can do is like you can format your background and you can add like a picture. What I've done myself, I've like used either like Adobe XD or, you know, you can also use Canva and you can make your own background as well. Also make sure to like use different layouts. So there's this one here. Feel free to also like just, I'm sorry, what year is that? This one? I believe it's the newest one. I'm not sure exactly what year. Design ideas also really help a lot. You can also get like some inspiration from this, for example. So if I want to do this, I can just, or I can probably copy it. Well, the color. To get the pictures you search. If you're talking about the template, this is from googleslides.org. Like the template comes with these photos. But obviously, let's just say if you're gonna do one on dogs, you don't want to have scenery and all that, right? Let's see. So also, the transitions that I've said, they're here. I like minimal ones, like push is a pretty good one, or fade. There's a lot of transitions actually that you can choose from. You can change the duration here, the sound, and also with animations, it's to animate like a specific title. Well, hold on. Let's just, this is text. This is the title. So for the animations, you just click on like the element and see it. Like things like flying is a little bit more distracting. This is definitely one that you want to use for like attention purposes. Yeah, there's many to choose from. This is a little too distracting. Is there any questions that you guys want to ask about PowerPoint or anything? I know you guys kind of like get the gist of PowerPoint. I know a lot of people have used PowerPoint, but hopefully with the backgrounds and everything, it helps. I think maybe if you want to show the Google Slides.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so for Google Slides, this is an online feature, so you would have to go into your drive.google.com, and then you will click on new, and you can go to Google Slides, blank presentation, or you can also select from an existing template. You can also upload a PowerPoint presentation. If you have it already done in Microsoft PowerPoint, you can go to File Upload, and you can upload it here and then use it as a Google Slides. So we're going to be doing a blank presentation. Okay, and basically this is pretty much, it's very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint, just that it has less features, but it's also very good when you're trying to work with other people, like collaborate and do a project together. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do that, how to share that at the end. So the first thing, here we have a lot of themes that you can choose from. Yeah, but right now we're gonna, just so that I can show you like all the features that it has, we're gonna do our own. So first of all, we can add a title. I don't know, let's just call this, I'm really into anime, so let's do a anime presentation. And as a subtitle, I'm just gonna put by me. Okay, and then if you wanna add a new slide, you can either go here and click enter, or you can go here, insert, and new slide. You're gonna have the same thing. Here you're gonna have a layout option where you can choose your like a different layout if you want. You can also choose a background color. Any color you can choose. You can create a custom color as well. The opacity. You can also choose an image. You can upload it by URL from your Google Drive. Okay, but I'm not gonna choose background right now. And then here we are gonna be, let's again add some title. I don't know, my favorite characters from the show. And here you're gonna be able to sit here. Yeah, you'll be able to have like a number list, a bullet list. Here's the indentation, and here's how you clear the formatting. Just in case you wanna set everything to default, you just select that. We're gonna create a bullet list, and let's start writing. Okay. Then you can, of course, make this a lot bigger. Make this bigger as well, wherever you want. If you want to select two items at the same time, you can just click on Shift and select both of them, and you'll be able to move them at the same time. Let's now add an image. So you can either upload it from your computer by URL from your drive, but I'm just gonna upload it from my computer. Oh, actually, I already have it open here. So I'm just gonna drag it and put it here. You can also do that. And if you wanna crop a picture, because it's, I don't know, you want to remove some of the background, you can double click on it, or you can select here the crop image, and you're gonna have to select the black arrows, and you'll be able to crop it a little bit however you want. And you click outside and it's cropped. Here it also gives you an option to mask an image. I think this is really cool. I don't know if you want to play with it. There's a lot of shapes that you can mask it to, arrows, anything. So I don't know, let's try the shape. And yeah. Then also we have, we can insert shapes as well. So let's just create a just shapes for a custom background. And yeah, you can create it. Here is the color of the inside, which I'm just gonna make it like a light pink. And here is the border color, which I usually use it. I like to set it as transparent so I don't get the black outline. You can also, let's see, let's create another one. Shape. You can also copy and paste it. It's gonna be the same thing, same color, transparent. And here, if you go to arrange, you'll be able to rotate it. You can flip it horizontally, vertically. So no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there you go. And there's a way to send this picture back. I actually want to make it a little bit, let me see, in here. You can also create custom colors as well, and you can set the transparency. And I'm just gonna copy the hex code so that I can do it the same on the other one. Okay, there you go. And now if I wanna send this to the back, you can select Shift to select both of them, and then on Arrange, Order, Send backwards, so that the picture will come up on the front. And now we're just gonna select this again and paste that on every, yeah, just to keep the consistency. Okay, there's also a cool thing that you can do here. If you select, for example, some text, there is an option here to insert a link, and you can insert this to, you can put like another Google slide or anything, a Google Doc, but you can also do a link like, I don't know, google.com, and then you apply, and then when you click there, it's supposed to take you there. So that's very, sometimes it's useful. Let's see what else. Well, you can also add charts. For example, like let's do a bar chart. And this is the default theme of the chart. I know that you can change it if you go to format options. Here you have like different colors. There's not many, but yeah, you have different colors. And if you wanna change it, like change what it's stated on the chart, you can just go here, open source, like on the drop down link, open source, and then it's gonna take you to Google, what's this called? The spreadsheets in Google, and you're able to change it in here. And you can put whatever name you want and whatever information you want. Like, I don't know, character one, and so on. And you're gonna be able to see here how it changes. And then once you go back here, you can just click update, and it's gonna change. So yeah, you can use the spreadsheets and the Google Slides at the same time. Let's see. You can also insert tables just like in Microsoft PowerPoints, like a small table. In case that you need to show some graphics, you can add some information in the tables. And there's also this tool that I really like because I love designing and stuff. It's on insert. This is also okay, on the lines. You have different type of lines that you can use, but they have this tool that is called polyline, which basically you can create vector images with it. I'm not really good at this at all, but it's very cool if you play with it or if you have worked with vectors in other applications. So let's just create like a quick one. I don't know, make a heart. Yeah, so there you have like a vector image. You can double click on it if you wanna change it a little bit, arrange it. Same here, you can go and change the color of it, no outline, and yeah, it's a cool tool to have. And you also have another tool also under the lines that is called Scribble. That is basically like free writing. You can use this for if you wanna do a signature or something. More or less. Yeah, this is also pretty cool to have. We also have animations here, just like in Microsoft PowerPoint. And basically, for example, you just click on the image or the item that you want to animate, and you click on the animate option on the toolbar. And you're gonna have here the options like fading. There's a bunch of options. I don't think there's as much as in PowerPoint, but yeah, let's try zoom in. This is gonna be on click after previous or with previous. So let's just do on click for now. You can set the speed here, and you can click here to play it so that you can preview it. So once you click, it's gonna come up. Okay, so do we also have transitions, which are basically animations for this slide. So if you want this slide to have an animation after this one is done, you just click on the slide and then go to transition. And here you can apply any transition you want. Let's do dissolve. Same thing, you can change the speed. You can apply it to all slides as well. So all of them will do the same thing. To preview it, and that's gonna come. Okay, so the next thing is what I was talking about, that you can actually collaborate together online. And how you do that is if you go to share, you can just, oh, I forgot to put the name. Okay, that's fine, my anime presentation. Save it, and then here you would just add whoever you want to send the link to. Basically, you put the emails, they're gonna receive an invitation, and they're gonna be able to edit it. You can also copy the link and just send it to anyone you want to, if you want them to edit it or view it. Okay, you can also click present, just like in, well, I started with the last one. Yeah, you can just present it just in. Okay, and here if you go to file, you're able to download it as a Microsoft PowerPoint. You can also download it as a PDF. And you can also publish it to the web. So you can have a link, you can publish, you'll be getting a link, and then you can also embed it on your website. So yeah, that's basically it. It's just a quick demo of the Google Slides. I hope you guys enjoy it and at least learn something new.